My agency had been involved in working with street kids since about the late 80s. We had found good ways of getting them off the street, getting them stabilized, getting some of their problems dealt with, but they were still not able to make the transition into normal life. That's when we began to think about the possibility of doing a restaurant. So in a sense, City Hall is that bridge between downtown and inner city, and we thought it might be able to be a bridge, a learning bridge, a training bridge for kids trying to make the transition from the streets into real life.
I was at risk. I didn't have a job, and you need a job to support your family. I couldn't go to a job. I had no work experience. They wouldn't hire me unless I had work experience. The job that I wanted to go to, I just had a baby, and juggling both that work and child was both stressful, and this was the perfect place. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In Alberta and in Edmonton, there's no reason why anybody shouldn't have a job if they have all the skills. What these youth don't have is the skills. Because even though there's lots of employers out there looking for people, if you don't show up to work on a regular basis, they're not going to keep you. If you don't have the confidence to go out there and talk to employers, they're not even going to hire you.
I tried to get into Kids in the Hall for about 3 years, actually. I wasn't stable enough to come here and work. You have to be 3 months in a stable place to live to be able to come and work here. So it took me 3 years to have 3 months stable, and then I came here to work.
It's very much a learning program, and there were a couple of those things that we built in very early. First of all, we never thought that all kids would want to end up in the restaurant business. We saw that the skills they learn here would be very transferable to any number of other industries, things like teamwork, things like showing up on time, things like doing your part, the communication skills, all those things. Secondly, there have always been options through the program for kids to pick up high school credits and to sort of get back on track with the more mainstream education as well.
The first thing that I learned at Kids in the Hall was life skills. They make you do a month worth of life skills. You go into a workshop, you talk about your personal issues, and they teach you how to interact socially with people in a positive manner, you know, where you're not swearing at them and treating them badly and stuff like that.
The workshop phases last for about 3 weeks. In the bistro, it varies. They can be here for up to 8 months in the bistro. Once they're showing that they have some basic employability skills down, we tell them to look at 3 things. Are you here? Are you here on time? And do you have a good attitude? If those 3 things are working for you, then you're probably ready for employment out there.
It is a lot better now because I wake up in the morning and I say, I'm going to work. I have a job, I have a purpose, I have something to fill my day. Beef wrap?
We have had about 400 youth in the 10 years that we've been here, so that's about 40 youth a year that have completed the program, that 70 to 80% of them are always employed.
I worked as a customer service representative for a cell phone company until I decided that I was so bored that I needed to go back to school, and I finished my upgrading last year in 2005, and I started university last year also.
It's about unlearning all the stuff that works on the street and relearning or replacing that with stuff that works in mainstream society. So here I am out on our business street in my suit. I see a young person. He's on his way to work too. That makes it work for me. And that's what this program, I think, has done for this community.